time that I'm going to address you while this stage is mine, so just shut the fuck up and listen. And while I'm doing this speech, if you all want a shot for the toast I'm going to do at this end of the speech, you might want to get that in the works and order some shots, because we're going to do a toast at the end of this little speech. Got about 13 minutes of talking here, so now shut up and listen. There's going to be some tears, there's going to be some laughs. Let's go for the ride, huh? Thank you all so much for coming out. This is my retirement speech. I really wish my dad was here right now. Perfect timing. Hold on, say it. And I'm also going to try and, I'm going to have to read this instead of just winging it and try and make it through without crying through this whole entire thing, but I think I can do it. Thank you for the tissues, whoever did this. It's funny, but I'll probably need them. I really wish my dad was here right now. If you don't know, my dad decided to take his own life.
Shut the fuck up!
It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay. Let them talk. People want to listen or listen. It's all good.
We're listening.
Hey, in the back, shut the fuck up!
Curtis Brown, you shut the fuck up. I'm glad that this is the last night that I have to be the one to say, Curtis Brown, shut the fuck up. Curtis, get out. Get off the stage and shut the fuck up, Curtis. So, alright. About my dead dad. He decided to take his own life about a year into me owning Proud. And I've often think about, especially in the 10 years of closing down right now, you know, I really would like to think that if he was here right now, that he'd be pretty fucking damn proud of me. I know he would. And I also wonder how much more I could have done for this bar and for all of you, and how much better I could have done if that hadn't taken some of the winds out of my sails just getting started in this place. But the one thing that I do know absolutely sure of is that I could never have made it through that time of my life without my fucking prop fam around me. And I hope more than anything that this place has meant that much to some of you here in this room, and it's saved you as much as it saved me, because that's what this fucking place is really about. Speaking of family, another thing that you guys might not know is who Alan Freed is. Wait, is Joey crying or is his dick out? I don't want to look. What does he need tissues for? Alright, so, speaking of family, somebody you guys probably don't know who is Alan Freed. The name might ring a bell, but you might not know. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He is accredited, he's a disc jockey, a radio guy from the 1950s. He's accredited with coining the phrase rock and roll. He's accredited with throwing the first major rock and roll concerts, bringing black and white kids together listening to the same fucking music. And that man was my great uncle. And just like some of you are finding that now, and I've only told a few people that over the years when I was really fucked up at like 7 in the morning. But I didn't even find that out until I was already in a band playing music and promoting shows and doing the thing already, so I guess it was just in my fucking blood, I guess. But what I'm really trying to say is that as long as rock and roll's been around, somebody in my family's been trying to make money off of it. Point is, I didn't create this scene, man. It was around long before me, and it's going to be around long after me. I just worked really hard to be a part of it. When I was in 6th grade and falling in love with the bands on the radio for the first time, discovering my music, Metallica made me fall in love with the guitar. Rancid made me a punk. Social Distortion made me want to be in a band. but they were also big and so unattainable. They were these big bands. Then when I was 14 or 15, I walked into my first show at Ray's Downtown fucking Blue. And that shit blew my fucking mind. Anybody could do it, and some of them doing it just as good and just as fun as all the fucking big bands, and it's attainable. You can do it, you can be a part of it. And I fucking fell in love with this local fucking scene. That fucking day. Years later, I was playing in a band at Ray's, and he was paying me out at the end of the night, and I looked at him, I said, Ray, one day I want to be you, man. One day I want to own a bar just like this. And he looked at me and he said, no you don't.
No, you don't.
Ray, you were only half right. And only you and me know why.
This place sucks.
But just like I didn't create the scene, I didn't make prop by myself. The previous owners and staff built the foundations that I just built upon. You got Rob and Ozzy and Steve Ruhlman, Mauricio, Justin, Bobby Love, Aggie, Anna, Lauren. Prop was around 3 years before me and John took it over. Prop was already prop, we just made it better, we did it longer. But they built it. We just built upon it. And the only way that we could build it and keep it going is with the help of some of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life. I'm gonna get through this. Michael, if you fucking talk during my set, you're fucking fired.
Hey, fire me. I'll be working here next shift. You don't fucking own it. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Fire me.
That was the whole joke, Captain Obvious.
I love you, man.
I love you too, buddy. I'll get to you guys. Alright. So first and foremost, my pet, Paige Colucci. By far, the best thing that has happened to me over these 10 years in here was the day that she walked through the fucking front door. And I looked at her and I instantly, as soon as I saw her, I said, I want that one. I want that one right there. But she actually shot me down. It had never happened before. I didn't know how to take it. But she was a lesbian at the time, and that's why. But it didn't take me long to turn the page. Pat, thank you for standing beside me. And all that you've done for Prop over the years, there's just no words for how much I love you. John Jordan. Make some noise for John Jordan, everybody. People often ask me, what does John do? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. Everybody shut up and listen to this. Shut up. Listen to this one. I'm going to tell you what fucking John does. John's a dreamer, and his dreams pushed me to make all this fucking happen. John dreamed that me and him could do something big if we partnered and we booked shows together. John dreamed we could buy Prop and have our own venue. John dreamed we could do block parties in the street. We could put giant pools on the street and have a wake skating competition. We could put skate ramps on the street. We could hang a goddamn double-headed eagle from a crane you could see at fucking 95. John dreamed we could take over the City of Lake Worth events. City events! Shitty little propaganda punk dive bar venues. We took over the fucking city. We threw their Halloween, their 4th of July for fucking years. We took over the City of Lake Worth's Reggae Fest for years. All because John dreamed it. And whenever I said something had to be done and I couldn't do it, John was fucking there getting it done for me.
Yeah, buddy.
And if somebody even looked at me sideways or said something in passing bad about me, John would go to fucking war for me. And with all of that, I don't know what more I could ask for in a partner and a friend, John. I fucking love you.